From the Detroit Free Press, in the heart of the Motor City, it's Monday, August 17th. Here are today's top stories.
Brought to you by JB's Smokehouse, located inside Bush's Fresh Food Market of Canton. JB's offers a range of authentic barbecue favorites, from beef brisket and mac and cheese to fried green tomatoes and pulled pork tacos. JB's is sure to become your new favorite barbecue spot.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kerry Jr. II. Michigan's health department reported 6 deaths Sunday. There are 565 new cases of the coronavirus reported. In total, there are over 92,000 cases and 6,300 deaths statewide. All eyes are on school districts after Michigan lawmakers propose a bipartisan school reopening plan that will likely be signed into law. Governor Whitmer came to an agreement with legislators on a plan that gives school districts flexibility.
We have over 800 school districts in the state of Michigan, and each district has their own challenges, but also their own resources and opportunities. And so a one-size-fits-all determination coming out of Lansing was really not going to be the wisest way to proceed. And that's why we put together the task force who promulgated best practices depending on whether regions in phase 3, phase 4, or phase 5. And it's the school boards in conjunction with their teachers and their teachers' unions, as well as the parents, that need to fashion what is going to make sense in a particular district.
The bill contains $580 million of funding for virtual learning, increase in safety for in-person learning, and hazard pay for teachers. The bill does not require school districts to hold classes in person, but it's highly encouraged for students from kindergarten through 5th grade. When asked last week why in-person classes were permitted, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Janae Caldoun said there are many practices that can limit viral spread. She also said limiting classroom sizes paired with masks and hand washing aren't the only practices that could be used.
But also cohorting the students. So even if you are in that class, you're not spreading it across the entire school, and you're staying with that group of children alone as much as possible to make sure the disease spreads in a limited way if it is going to spread at all, and that contact tracing is as simple as possible.
The bill also includes additional assessment requirements as a way to gauge students' progress. The bill passed the Senate on Saturday and will be voted on by the House today. Even though the bill in front of the State House today doesn't require in-person instruction, the Detroit Public Schools Community District will hold face-to-face classes at the start of the school year, and Detroit teachers aren't happy about it. This week, teachers will vote on whether to launch a safety strike. The Detroit Federation of Teachers Union is raising concerns about returning to schools during the COVID-19 pandemic. Terrence Martin is the president of the union. He says teachers aren't confident the district can keep them protected adequately. The union issued a list of demands in July, including a request to delay in-person classes. Michigan laws prevent teacher strikes, but Martin says after the union discussed it with their lawyers, they're confident a safety strike is legal. The vote on whether to strike is scheduled for Wednesday. That's the latest. For more information about COVID-19 in Michigan, visit www.freep.com.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Meredith Spellbring. Police are searching for a man they are naming as a suspect in a quadruple homicide at a home in rural Wayne County. Sumter Township Police found 2 men and 2 women, all in their 30s, dead of apparent gunshot wounds Saturday at a residence along a gravel road in Sumter Township. Police identified 37-year-old Raymond Lee Bailey from Sumter Township as the suspect. Bailey is believed to be an ex-boyfriend of one of the female victims. Police said detectives on the case received information he had fled north, possibly to the Upper Peninsula, and he had allegedly confessed to the deaths to several people via text and phone calls. The search is ongoing, and anyone with information is asked to call Sumter Township Police Department Detective Bureau at 734-461-4833, option 4. For more information on the shooting, head to freep.com.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department and a quick check on the Detroit Tigers. A week ago, they were flirting with first place in the American League Central, but their struggles against Cleveland have spilled into this year, and it's beginning to sink those playoff hopes. The Tigers lost all 3 games to Cleveland over the weekend, including Sunday by a score of 8-5. The Tigers have dropped 20 straight games to them, dating back to last season, and now Detroit, which is 3.5 games out of first place, heads to Chicago for 4 games against the White Sox beginning tonight. On the mound for the Tigers will be Matthew Boyd, who has struggled mightily to start this season and has an earned run average over 10. Well, as for Tuesday and Wednesday, it is unknown who the Tigers will use as pitchers. Is this the week Casey Mize makes his debut? We'll just have to wait and see.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.